Hi everyone, I'm Victoria, a Ukrainian artist based in Spain, and I've been sharing my art online already for quite some years on Instagram. I finally decided to create a YouTube channel and see what will turn out of it. So today I want to share with you a sketchbook tour. This is the first ever sketchbook that I finished, like entirely, and well, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's start. A couple of words before we start looking into it. This was the first sketchbook that I started after my 2-year art blog. This was my little personal project. I wanted to capture my memories of my life in Ukraine before I moved. I was already planning on it even before all the stuff happened. So this is it. It's like a small album of my memories. Started in 2020, finished in 2021. This is a view of my kitchen from the apartment where I used to live in Ukraine. I really liked how the reflection turned out, and these plants here, I like the mood in general. Okay, so I was still rusty after that 2-year art block, so I wasn't really good with watercolor and so on. Okay, and of course I was still getting used to my sketchbook paper. So the main subject was this shadow here. It's a hospital building. This was an old abandoned closet or something. I don't know what this was, but it was so old that some kind of tree started growing through it. I really liked the vibe of like The Last of Us, so I painted it. This sketch is from my trip to Lviv, where I first met my partner. I'm not really satisfied with how this texture turned out. Right now I'm more about one wash person, but still, maybe one day I will paint a big painting out of this. This was just a lunch with my friends from uni, and no, we didn't eat donuts together with sushi. It was 2 different places to which we went that day. And here I have a bottle of alcohol. It is there because I used to bring it with me in every place I went to, because it was COVID time and I just used it to disinfect my hands. This was painted for a challenge, and the prompt was a reflection. Just a little branch, and this ticket is, by the way, from the trolley bus. Just a glass of sparkling water with some lemon. These were all the pills that they prescribed to me when I caught COVID for the first time, and for my last time, I hope, because I only was ill with COVID one time. So yeah, I was ill and I painted this to remember. I don't know why did I want to remember that, but okay. This sketch reminds me of quite a funny story. This is my friend. This is a kiosk where they sold shawarma. So we went to buy this shawarma and we ordered 2 of them, one for me and another one for her. And they were, I don't know, they were this big and we just couldn't finish them. So we went on a walk. We tried to eat them. We didn't. We brought them home and then we felt bad because we ate so much. This thing is a fossil of a fern or something, which I bought for really cheap from an online auction. I actually have it here. It's a really precious thing, which I was really lucky to buy for that cheap. Okay, this is just something I tried to, like I grabbed a fern leaf and I wanted to stamp it. Like I painted it with some watercolor from one side and I stamped it, but nothing turned out good. It nearly didn't mark anything, so I had to draw it by hand with some pencil. This was the first sketch that I tried. I didn't like how it turned out. It was too zoomed out, and I tried it again after some time, but with acrylics. It was also the first time ever I tried acrylic paints. So I was painting and I look and I see that the drawing is like darker than I think. I didn't know that acrylic paint does that, and honestly I started thinking that I'm going crazy. Just a little still life of crosswords and my mom's glasses. This sketch I didn't really like in the beginning as well. It was just overworked, too many layers here, but with time I ended up liking it. First time I tried pitaya. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. If not, I'm sorry. It really reminds me of the New Year of December, because it came in a fruit box that I ordered, and I don't know, it just reminds me, the texture reminds me of snow, and this is so colorful that it's like the Christmas tree decoration. That one time when my friend came to visit me, she lives in another town, and this is just my boots and hers as a little reminder of those days. My cat, Nene, occupying some suitcases, laying over my clothes as she likes. A little experimental flower. I first painted like blobs of watercolor, then made the outline over it, and this piece is just like a paper glued into it. And this stuff is ink that came through the other side. I did not expect that, so I covered the part here, but this I just left it as is. So it was, I think, Winsor & Newton ink. Well, yeah, you have to be careful with that, because this can happen even with quite thick paper, because this paper is 230 gram paper. Okay, so this is just an electric ball, nothing more. A rose. This is actually one rose from a bouquet that my partner gifted to me. These are just some sticks that I found in the forest, and I don't know, I have to really stop collecting sticks. Tell me if you do the same, or is it just me? Because if I see some kind of cool stick, if it has some of these things, I will just take it home thinking that I will paint it. A sketch I drew for another challenge. This was the prompt. A sketch that didn't really do well on my Instagram, but I actually really like it. It was one of the sketches when I finally started understanding how much pigment to take on the brush, so that it comes out saturated. And I really like how the texture of this came out. I can feel that it's paper, and this is cool as well, but my favorite part is the spoon drowning in sugar. It's written here that this is some kind of, okay, I don't know how to relate this, but it's used to warm up buildings, and it was just in front of a morgue in my town. Some collage parts here, which are, I think it was craft paper, a bit of painted paper, and some stamps. A little experiment with color. I made a photo reference when I was passing this place in a bus, so it was a really happy gate, so I thought it would be quite fun to paint. And I also like the contrast of this old building here and like more or less new building there. This page is just some clover leaves and shower gels. These two contained real flowers in it, so I noted it down. Some corn, because I just love corn. And as the last page in the sketchbook, a deck of Uno cards, a toy from Kinder Surprise, and the keys from my apartment. This also has a story behind it. Every evening I used to go to my sister's apartment and play Uno with my little nephew, and this was just a toy that he got out of his Kinder Surprise. Thank you for watching. Okay, so this is it. I hope you liked it. You can leave some comments below. Tell me about whether you like filling sketchbooks, how many do you have filled, do you ever manage to fill one? Because I'm working right now on a sketchbook for more than a year already, but I already have like 6 spreads left, so I hope I will finish it soon and I will share it on YouTube, of course. Leave some likes, it will really help me as a new person on YouTube. And in general, check out my Etsy store, check out my webpage. Until next time, bye.